Hey, okay, I think I'm live. While I'm waiting for some more people to get on, let me, I'm gonna share this in my Alpha Female Sisterhood group. So if you are just hopping on, just give me a second while I'm sharing it in my Alpha Female Sisterhood group. If you are live and watching this, please share this broadcast also. Um, let's see. Oh, that's not right. So to So just give me 1 second. So far, nobody has signed up. So, I mean, nobody has hopped on. So, let me see. It's taking a little too long. Come on. Here we go. Share in a Face Alpha Female Sisterhood. All right. Hey, Erin. Okay, now I'm ready. So, welcome to everyone who's watching this live broadcast and watching the replay. My name is CEO Kelleher. I'm an intuitive life and business coach, specializing working with high performing business women. Today, I wanted to talk to you a little business tip around when you're creating your product. So when you're in product creation, some of the things that I notice helping my clients and my colleagues and other people in my circle when they're creating their unique product, these are the things that I noticed that I wanted to share with you. So this is ideal for um, newer business owners or people who are just starting out, or whether you're new or been in the business for a few years, you're a creative entrepreneur constantly looking for product or service offerings for your business. This is a tip. So my main thing was go deep before you go wide. So that's my main message. So let me explain that. So when people are usually when business people, and this is I think a lot of other coaches and consultants also help too, but what people usually do when they're creating a product or a service offering is they look at what people are needing in the market, obviously, right? So they see what people are needing. They also look at what other people who are their competition is doing. So if you're a graphic designer, you let's say you're illustrator and graphic designer, you see what your ideal clients or businesses that may need your service might be needing, and you start looking at what other graphic designers are offering in their package, right? And then you start thinking, okay, well, I guess these are the things I think people will need. I guess this is what other people are offering. So let me come up with a very similar offering and then figure out how much to charge or how much people are going to pay. So that's normally how people, when we create product and service offering, that's how we go. We go from external outside in. We go from what outside people need and willing to pay and what's already out there by other people competing for that business, and then created a product or service offering. The problem with that is, I mean, I'm not going to say problem, but the challenge with that is it's very difficult to differentiate why your product or why your service is better. So it just becomes another me too product. So then your marketing effort has to happen to really differentiate with your personality, your branding story, whatever the marketing effort is. That's when the marketing comes in, that you start to differentiate. But what I wanted to suggest to you is actually doing it from opposite. Like, I wanted you to consider when you're coming up with product or service offering, you go from inside out. So here's what I mean. So let's say, okay, so let's say, let's use an example of a restaurant. Let's say an example of restaurant. Let's say this person right here. I see Adam online. So this is Adam. Adam makes like the best hamburger in the whole area. Whenever he makes hamburger, let's say everybody loves it. They're like, oh my God, like I will pay $20 for this burger. Whenever Adam makes burger, people just go nuts. So everybody says you should start a restaurant. He says, well, I guess I could start making burgers and make restaurant, own a restaurant, maybe do a food truck, whatever. So let's say he starts getting into business, and his specialty and his magic is his burger is like magical. People are like, what do you put on that burger? Right? So his magic, I'm gonna put little heart, like he loves making burger, he researches burger, he's a burger guy. So that's a burger. So let's say he starts a business. If you are doing it from outside in, then you would start looking at, okay, well, what do other restaurants that offer burger sell? What would people who normally come eat burger also want to buy from the restaurant, right? So then you'll be like, oh yeah, well, some people are vegetarian, so there has to be a vegetarian option. Some people don't eat red meat, so we need to have like chicken burger, right? We should have salads. See what I'm saying? So, and then people say, okay, some people are even vegan, so you probably want to have vegan option. So then you start offering, let's say Adam start offering this, which is great, right? These are great offering of thing, but his magic was burger. And he didn't go wide. He didn't go deep into this. He actually just went wide. So he went wide, right? Even though his love is burger, his magic is burger, when you start listing it out of what other people will eat, what other people are offering, what's it gonna be? So then, like, you hit it, you don't get a chance to really shine the burger. Like, you don't get to show how magical his burger is because you went too wide too soon. That's what I think. So I think what I usually recommend before you go all this route, I want him to go deep. So if his magic is burger, then we need to go to beef burger, bacon burger, bison burger, all different kind of cheeseburger. Like, how deep can you go? How creative can you go? How can you take this burger magic, this magical burger that he's already amazing at and he loves it? How can you take that next step? Let's say you make pie. That's the example I was going to use. Let's say you're a pie maker and everybody loves your pie, and they say, well, I'm going to get into pie business. And if you said, okay, pie, but some people don't like pie, so I should do some cake, I should do some ice cream, I should do some smoothie because some people are health conscious, that's going wide. But going right into pie and say, I'm going to make fruit pie, I'm going to make savory pie, I'm going to make meat pie, I'm going to make pies from everywhere, and then I'm going to do a pie making workshop, I'm going to make pie making videos, I'm going to create pie lovers t-shirt. That's going deep. So those of you who live in Richmond, you know Proper Pie, right? So what I'm saying is when you go deep into something that you are magical in and you're really excited and love, that gives you the opportunity to really differentiate. And you know what? Like, let's say you do fruit pie, meat pie, savory pie, pie making classes, pie lover offering. Like, let's say you go deep. The benefit of going deep before you go wide is sometimes when you start digging deep into it, you may uncover bigger magic. You may uncover, Proper Pie is awesome. You may uncover that pie making class, teaching people how to make pie and maybe filming videos and short films around pie. Maybe that's your magic. That's what breaks you like wide open. You don't know. So if you already have your love and specialty, and this goes to like even, so I'm using food because I love food and restaurant is easy, but that applies to everyone. That applies to everyone. Let's say, see, everybody's already upset about Proper Pie. Proper Pie, our local pie restaurant, they close for a whole month. In summer, they could take a whole month and go on a holiday, and like people are so upset about it, right? They're so upset about it, and then they're so upset that they're closed on certain day. I mean, they're loyal customer because they went deep, you know. And when you go deep, that's when you find out, like, wow, like then you can really expand your magic, really uncover what your magic is, experience what's good and what's bad about the magic. And then there's a chance you rediscover or you discover even bigger magic, bigger opportunity, bigger idea. Then once you do all that, once you go deep, then you can go wide. So I think often new entrepreneurs, they that it's a way of playing small because, ooh, like I want to make sure what people are wanting. I want to make sure I offer something people will buy and pay for. So let me just play small by offering a little glimpse of it. But if your magic is burger, if your magic is, let's say, spiritual teach, like let's say your magic is teaching people about spirituality, but then you happen to be a yoga teacher, you happen to be a massage therapist, you happen to be Reiki practitioner because you learned so many skills about being a spiritual person. If your magic is a spiritual teacher, then you should go deep into teaching people about spirituality before you start offering, well, I do Reiki, I do yoga. Yeah, don't waste your, you know what I mean? Like you can't put your magic along with all the like okay stuff and expect people to know that you're magical at that spiritual teaching. You see what I mean? Am I making sense? Am I like, if you guys are with me, give me some hearts or give me some like a comment or something if you're with me. Go deep, explore your magic before you go wide. And instead of looking at external in, so instead of looking at from outside in, what outside will want and what outside will buy and pay for, and trying to fit my offering into it, if you truly have a gift, explore from inside, what magic do I want to give to the world? What can I give? And then decide, okay, then who's going to buy this now? And how am I going to market it? How am I going to sell this? So that's just a little alternate way to create your product. So how do we know? So then next thing might be, well, it's not too late, Stacy. We could do it today. You could do it today. So then next question is, do I have magic? What's my magic? How do I know my magic? Like, I'm good at a lot of different things. How do I know? So knowing what you're magical at, like what's your magic? What's my gift? What's my, so there are a lot of articles and books around it, but it's usually the things that come truly natural and easy to you. Like you love doing it. It feels like you're totally, it's like time flies by. It's so easy. You're like, that is so easy. How can I even charge money for that? That is so easy. And I love it. It's so much fun. So there is enjoyment of it. It's fun for you. It's not that hard. It's actually effortless for you. And when people, you get a lot of validation when you actually do that work. People love it and they get results. And that's how you kind of know you're on that. You know, once you say yes to those things, then you are kind of on to one of your magics. So then the next step is, now you need to go deep into it. You need to go deep into exploring it, getting better at it. Know your magic, explore your magic, expand your magic, right? Get better at it, play around with it, offer it to other people, because you could be the best magician in the world, but if nobody knows that you're a magician, like, okay, so that's also playing small. So you gotta share that magic. So you gotta start sharing it, and that's how you're going to find your magic. Or work with other people, other coaches. I'm an intuitive coach, so I totally can help you find your magic. Number one, any coaches can help you, because if you guys, especially your best friend can help you, because we know what lights you up. Like we know when I know when I'm talking to a client or potential client, and when I'm onto something, there's a sparkle in their eyes. Their body language changes, their energy shifts. They get excited and they can shut up about it. They start using hands. They start wanting to show, oh my God, I was reading about a video. You know, like when you're onto something. So when you're onto something, so think about what's that thing, whether you're making money with it or not right now. Whether your current business or the job you have, you are utilizing that magic or not. You need to don't worry about that right now. First, tune in and say, what makes my heart skip with excitement and joy? Like, oh my God, if I could just make living doing that, that's going to be so awesome. And hopefully that's not something, it's something a little bit productive than like, oh, if I could just lay in bed and watch ice cream all day and get paid, that'll be awesome. Yeah, that'll be awesome. But we got to be a little bit more productive. So hopefully you have a bigger vision and a little bit more productive, or you want to benefit the world in a little more positive way than that. But yeah, like what skips your heart with joy, and that you're onto something, then you have to explore and really figure that out. And then once you figure it out, and then you are in the process of going deep and exploring it, then two things. Don't be afraid to be different. So don't be afraid to spend time exploring and getting better at it, even though the best practice or what other people are going to say and people around you are going to say, well, nobody's doing that, CEO. Like, that's crazy. Look at so and so. They're doing X, Y, and Z. So you should totally offer that. Like, suspend that advice for a little bit until you get really confident in your own thing. And this is true for if you're a stylist. Stylist does closet makeover, writing blogs, maybe video tutorial. I don't know what stylists do. Like, maybe you do events. Maybe you do like stylists for other professional. What's your magic? Out of all the things you offer, what's your favorite thing that you want to do? What if you went deep into that? Let's say your favorite thing is teaching people how to put the outfit together. So that right now is one of the 5 service offering you offer. What if you went deep into it? And what if you started doing a workshop? What if you started doing video tutorial? What if you started like whatever, I don't know. Like, what if you started going really deep into it? So when you're teaching people how to put outfit together, that magic becomes 3, 4, 5, 6 different offering. And then you are special. You're not just another stylist. You are someone who makes, I don't know, outfit genius guru. Like you make a name as that person. And then everything else is ancillary. So you got to really think about how you want to prioritize and how you want to grow your business. Don't get into trap of like what everybody else is doing. And then don't get into trap of just because so-and-so's magic is let's say so-and-so's magic is creating videos and you feel like your magic has to be that. Your magic may be never doing a Facebook Live, never doing a video tutorial, never getting in front of a camera, but making difference with writing, right? So it could be many different things. So that's what I wanted to share. So comparison. Avoid comparison. It's very challenging not to compare ourselves to others, especially when we're trying to start out. Like, you look up to certain successful entrepreneurs and coaches that you try to get feedback from. You see what other people are doing in your geographical area. It's hard not to compare, but don't compare to a point where you are debilitated. Like, don't compare to a point where you cannot take action. The last tip is don't get stuck in going deep. Once you go deep enough, you got to go wide, right? So you have to go deep and you have to go wide. So so don't get stuck in a pattern of, oh, I need to explore one more thing. I need to try one more thing. If you want to start a business, there's a point where you need to start offering and making money. So that's my tip for you. It's a little business tip. When you're considering product creation, consider doing this exercise to going from inside out as opposed to outside in. And I also wanted to tell you about, I'm actually doing a 1 hour $99 coaching special starting. I was going to post it tomorrow, but I'll share a link. Normally, I choose clients that are committed to do probably 6 or 12 sessions at a time that work with me for their life or business. But often I offer one-off session because that 1 hour is enough to really get aligned to your magical stuff, really get clarity on what you were meant to do, and give you the encouragement and action step to kind of where you need to go. So that's what I call clarity coaching. And I've decided to open 5 spaces up to meet and help 5 different women, brand new. So I can offer that same deal to the same client, the existing clients or past clients. These are the women that I've never been able to serve before. I would love to be able to serve you to really gain clarity and get narrowed down to what your magic is, what your purpose is, and then what do you do? Take an action. So if you're interested in that, I'll share a link to book to my online scheduler in the comment section, so you could actually reserve a spot. I'm offering just 5 spots, and hopefully out of 5 that I serve, I could start some long-term coaching relationship with 1 or 2. So that's my feedback. Erin comments, here's a comparison that occurs to me. If you're digging for water, you don't dig an inch deep. You dig deep, and then once you find water, then exactly, you gotta. We don't. Sometimes we don't dig enough. We get impatient, so we don't dig enough. So we gotta really dig into here, and then get to the core of what we love and what make us unique. What makes Erin unique? What makes Jennifer unique? What makes me unique? And then play with that little bit. Play with that little bit so that we could actually offer that, and then create abundance and success and prosperity that we desire with our business, and serve the community, serve the world, make a difference to the world. Anyway, that was enough rambling. I actually have a call with my coach at 5, so I'm gonna let you guys go. But please feel free to comment on this even if you're watching replay, and book that $99 clarity coaching session while it's available. All right, everyone, take care. Bye.